Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today I am going to be going over the changes that are coming your way in Season 14. So you've probably seen by now that the map looks different in Season 14. Just going to go over the map changes rather briefly. Here on top lane you can see this wall right here is huge. These are the areas that you can flash over, showing you exactly where you can flash. You can't flash any farther than that right there. So this whole part you cannot flash over. The river is wider here, but that's the only way to gank top lane. This actually makes it harder to gank top lane. So yeah, for all you top laners who complain about your jungler never ganking you, guess what? It's going to be even more so in Season 14. So be prepared. Now for mid lane is thicker, which guess what? Also means harder to gank. It's harder to gank top lane, it's harder to gank mid lane, and guess what, guys? It's easier to gank bot lane. So Season 14 will be gank bot lane meta. Now there are these void grub things. I'm just going to take them so that I can show you what exactly they do. These void grubs are a new objective, and they give you a true damage burn to turrets. Now this is mainly for the early game. Because I'm on the practice tool, obviously I have full build at 5 minutes and I'm just doing whatever I want, but the true damage burn is good early game because if you take consecutive plates, a turret will get magic resist and armor. So they'll get, take a lot less damage unless you have true damage. So these void grubs will help you tremendously if you're taking consecutive plates. That's basically their main purpose. Bot lane, you can see they have a tri-bush on both sides now to make it more even. This makes it incredibly easy to gank. Your jungler walks up behind here, doesn't even have to take a turret shot or anything, and they're a mile behind you and you die. So Season 14 it's definitely gank bot lane meta. Now there's another change on mid lane. This thing right here, this pathway. And I hear people all the time say, what is the dickens is that? Quite simply, I'm pretty sure I actually like this change. And I think the reason Riot made this change was because mid lane is usually played by mage champions. And mage champions usually have skill shots. And before, there was terrain here and there was a turret. So if you walked between the terrain and the turret, the enemy basically got to land a skill shot for free. But now, there's plenty of space for you to juke skill shots. And if you're being, dove, who knows, okay? Who knows? Let's kill this Nasus real quick. He's kind of being a tool. Yo, he's actually pretty good at juking. These bots, man, AI, about to take over the world. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, this makes it harder and easier to dive, actually, in my most humble of opinions. It makes it harder because the person can escape. There's more ways to escape, right? You can escape this way, this way, this way, over here, but there's also more areas where the enemies can dive you from. They can dive you from over here. I think it's less effective to dive people mid lane, but it's still, possible, obviously. Another significant map change is this huge wall right here in front of Dragon Pit. I actually really like this change. I think this is actually to make taking Dragon more risky. Dragon is such an OP objective, it should be a risky endeavor, right? And this wall right here basically causes teams to overcommit. Kind of traps them in this area right here. So if your whole team comes to drag fight, they're all right here standing around. The enemy team can just basically surround you and obliterate you. And guys, look at this Baron right here. This is a new change too. When Baron spawns, they have this cool shadow come to the pit. And there's actually 3 different barons now, so depending on which baron spawns, the map will change. Or this pit will change, I mean. Not the whole map, just the pit. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the changes in Season 14. I think it's going to be super fun. And I'm excited to see your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys.